Okay, in this video, I'm going to explain the homework 5.3. So feel free to skip ahead if you are only interested in a specific problem. So number one, we know the perimeter is 64 because if it's a kite, then these two sides are both 12 and these are both 20. So we add it all up to get 64. For number two, since this is a kite, y and 146, those are the non-vertex angles, so they are congruent. And then we do 360 minus the three known angles to get the missing one, because a quadrilateral should all add up to 360. For number five, notice the numbering is a little bit weird here, but number five, you can figure out x is 72 by doing 90 minus 18. So if this angle is 18, then this one is also 18. So my pencil up. Yeah, if that's 18, then this is also 18. So then the diagonals are perpendicular, so that's a right angle. So these three angles should add up to 180. So we can do 180 minus 90 minus 18, which is 72. Same thing with this triangle over here. Y, if this is y, then y is over here also. So we can do 90 minus 29 to get y. This triangle, we can do a lot of the same things. These are all right angles. So we have 90 minus 78 to get x and 90 minus 41 to get y. Okay, number 8. W is the same as 1.6. These segments are congruent. And then y can be found by doing 90 minus 48, which is 42. And x is congruent to 48. Number 3, so we have an isosceles trapezoid because these are the same. So that means that y should be the same as 128. And x and this angle, this is also x. So then we can do 360 minus 128 minus 128 again, and then divide that by 2 to get x. Number 4, another isosceles trapezoid. So these sides are both x. So you could set up an equation, 2x plus 37 plus 18, and that's going to equal the perimeter 85. And then subtract everything on the other side and divide by 2. Then you should get 15 for x. Number 6, these sides are the same, so we can put y plus 12. This one probably involves the most algebra. So we add up all the outside and set it equal to 164. So that means we have 4y. And then 12 minus 12 is 0, but we still have another 12 here. So 4y plus 12 equals 164. So then we subtract 12 on the other side, and we get 152. And then 152 divided by 4 is 38. So y equals 38. And then to get x, since this is a isosceles trapezoid, this angle must also be 81, and this must also be x. So then 81 plus 81, do 360 minus that, and divide by 2 to get the x. Number 2 over here, another isosceles trapezoid. So that means this angle is congruent to this angle, so y is 56. And then x plus y should equal 180 because these lines are parallel. So two angles in between parallel lines always add up to 180. So then fill in the 56 for y, subtract it to the other side to get x. Number 7, it says it's an isosceles trapezoid, so that means these angles are the same. That's the first thing we can get, 30 and 30. So then we can get z is 180 minus 60, which is 120, which means w is 120 because those are vertical angles. And then x should be 45 because these angles would be congruent. Because this entire angle is congruent to this entire angle because it's isosceles trapezoid. And then that's it. Number 8, we know all 4 of these angles add up to 360, and this is a kite, so this angle must be the same as 137, and then we just do 360 minus these 3 angles to get x. And then y is pretty much done. Y is, well, not quite. This one's 137 too, because those are marked congruent. And then these 2 angles add up to 180. So do 180 minus 137 to get y. Just let me know if you have any other questions. Shoot me an email anytime.